You see the screen, right? Well, in second session, we
can see the screen, yes.
Yeah. Vinayaka namastubhyam satatam modaka priya nirvignam kuru no deva sarvakaryeshu sarvada saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini vidyarambham karishyamaha siddhir bhavatu no sada gurur brahma gurur vishnu gurur devo maheshwarah guru sakshat param brahma tasmai shri gurave namaha Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Rama Nama Varanane Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha Sri Raghavam Dasharathatmajamaprameyam Sitapatim Raghukulan Vayaratnadipam Ajanubahum Aravinda Dalayataksham Ramam Nishachara Vinashakaram Namami Sri Raghurama Chara Tulasi Daladhama Shamakhamadi Shrangara Gunabhirama Trijagannata Shaurya Ramalalama Durvaru Kabandha Rakshasa Virama Jagajjana Kalmasharnavottara Kanama Bhadragiri Dasharathi Karuna Payonidhi Rama Vishala Vikrama Parajita Bhargava Rama Sadgunastoma Parangana Vimuka Subrata Kama Vinila Nira Dasyama Kakutsavam Kalasambudhi Soma Surari Dorbalodhama Virama Bhadragiri Dasharathi Karuna Payonidhi Anjaneyamati Kanchanadrikamaniya Vigraham Parijata Tarumulavasinam Bhavayami Pavamananandanam Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Katamustakanjalim Bashpavari Paripurnalochanam Marutim Namatarakshasantakam Buddhirbalam Yashodhairyam Nirbhayatvamarogata Ajadyam Vatpatutvancha Hanumatsmaranad Bhavet Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam. Adhyatana Panchangam, September 29th. Krodhinama Samvatsari Dakshinayane Varshartau Bhadrapadamase Krishna Pakshe Trayodashi Titihi Sampurna Ratrau. That means it's going to be there till a little beyond tomorrow morning sunrise. Bhanuvasaraha Magha Nakshatram till 8:49 p.m. followed by Purva Phalguni Nakshatram. Sadhya Yoga till 3:58 p.m. followed by Shubha Yoga. Garakaranam till 2024, that is 8:24 p.m. followed by Vanik Karanam, again running throughout the night beyond sunrise tomorrow morning. Sarvebhyah Suprabhatam. So we'll start with 60-second Sarga, where in 61 Kausalya ji was really upset. So in response, Dasharatha will be now responding softly to her or seeking her goodwill and support, moral support. Atha Shashtitamas Sargah
अथ षष्ठतमः
Kausalya Prasadanam
कौसल्या प्रसादनम्
Evam tu Kruddhaya Raja
एवं त्रिकृतया राजा
Ramamatra Sashokaya
राममात्रा सशोकया
Shravitah Parusham Vakyam
श्रावितः परुषं वाक्यं
Chintayamasa Dukhitaha.
चिन्तयामास दुःखितः.
So, in the previous chapter, it ended with where Kausalya, a little Parusham Vakyam, she was a little tough, right? In her, what do you say, in her venting out her frustration. So, evam tu kruddhaya sashokaya rama matra parusham vakyam shravitaha dasharatha dukhitaha chintayamasa. That's how the sentence will be. That means, thus, having posed with very harsh speech of Kausalya ji, Ramamatra, by the mother of Rama, Ramamata, Tritiya Vibhakti, by her is Ramamatra, by her, and who is Krudhaya, very, very anger, in fury. And Shokaya, at the same time, along with Shoka, that anger is because of her grief. That from that grief, it's an asta, what is it called? Indignation. Out of indignated grief, she was harsh. Thus, having heard that sharp, harsh response of Kausalya, Parusham Vakyam, very harsh speech, Dukkhitaha, he was Shravitaha, Dukkhitaha. Having heard it, he became sorrowful, he became painful, and Chintayamasa, he now started thinking. I mean, thinking as in he went silent and was thinking in his mind, why did it happen, and all of such introspection kind of a thing. Chintayitva sachanrupaha.
Chintayitva sachanrupaha.
Mumoha vyakulendriyaha.
Mumoha vyakulendriyaha.
Atha dirghena kalena.
Atha dirghena kalena.
Sanyamapa parantapaha.
Sanyamapa parantapaha.
So Chintayitva, having thought for a while, that means he got lost into that introspection for a while. Dirgha kalena, after a long time, meaning after a certain time, long as in we do not know how long, but for a long while he went silent in his introspection. Having completed his introspection, Sahan Rupaha, Mumoha, he lost his consciousness. In a way, he forgot the surroundings. He got into some old memories of his own, all that introspection and all. Vyakulendriyaha, all his senses were very grief-stricken. They were all sorrowful, all the senses. From that, Dirgha Kalena, after a long while, after a long time, Parantapaha, having spent thorough introspection, why did it happen? What could be the reason and all of that? Why would I have behaved like this? All of the introspection. So when you continuously do that, Parantapaha, you have ultimately burnt yourself. Meaning tapa is heated up. You have heated up yourself with all that thought, why? Then you are Parantapaha. Parantapaha, Sanyam Apa. Then Sanyam is Bahihi Padartha Vishayaka Jnanam. So till that while, even though his eyes were probably open, eyes might be like this, but he's not seeing anything. The thought is inside, so all the mind, all the senses are inside. Outside sounds through ears not heard. Outside vision through eyes not seen. Outside temperature and all through the skin not known. Because his entire Chetana is introverted now, introspected. So after such a while, Sanyam Apa. Sanya is now identification of the outside world. Bahihi Padartha Vishayaka Jnanam. He recognized the outside world. Meaning probably his thought was over. Now he came back. The mind came out. And so looked around and recognized or got the cognition of the outside world. Sa Sanyam Upalabhyaiva.
Sasanyam
Deva
Dirghamushnam cha nishvasan.
Dirghamushnam cha nishvasam
Kausalyam parshvato drushtva.
Kausalya parshvato drishtva
Punaschintam
Punaschinta upagamat.
upagamat. So Saha Sanyam Upalabhya Eva. After having gotten the cognition, Dirgham Ushnam cha Nishvasan, a long, hot or warm exhale, having sighed it, Kausalyam Parshvataha Drishtva, having seen Kausalya by the side, Punaha cha Chintam Upagamat, having seen Kausalya again Arey, poor lady, I've never done good to her. I've never treated her well. All that self-guilt he went back into. This Dirgham Ushnam Nishwasan, I think all of us might be, if we just recollect ourselves, we might be recognizing it. When we are deeply lost in thought, sometimes our breath also will stop. We may not recognize it. When we regain the cognition, that's when suddenly a deep inhale, or if we stopped with a long inhale previously and we got lost in the thought, then we come back with an exhale. So that is what is implied here in terms of so sanya upalabhyaiva dirgham ushnam cha nishwasan. After having gotten back his cognition, now he gave a big sigh of a long and warm exhale. Tasya chintayamanasya
तस्य चिन्तयमानस्य
pratyabhat karma dushkritam
प्रत्यभात् कर्म दुष्कृतं
yadanena kritam purvam
यदनेन कृतं पूर्वम्
ajnanat shabdavedhina.
अज्ञानात् शब्दवेधिना.
So, tasya chintayamanasya, of him thus continuing his thought. Dushkrutam karma pratyabhat, some wrong blunder that he has committed, that struck to him, that occurred to him. Yat anena kritam purvam kritam ajnanat shabdavedhina. What was that dushkrutam that he thought, that blunder he has committed? Shabdavedhina. Shabdavedhi is, you don't need sight. Just with the sense of hearing, he can identify from which direction that sound has come, and he can throw an arrow in that direction. He doesn't have to see the object. The sound of the object is sufficient for him. Dasharatha is one of the very well-known archers who is so good in his hearing ability. With that ability, he has committed a mistake. That mistake suddenly struck him now that, oh, that was the blunder I have committed then. Amanastena shokena
अमनास्तेन शोकेन
Rama shokena cha prabhu
रामशोकेन च प्रभुः
dvabhyamapi maharajah
द्वाभ्यामपि महाराजः
shokabhyam anvatapyata.
शोकाभ्यामन्वतप्यत.
So amanaha, disheartened. His manas was not there. So amanaha. If his manas is there, manaha. If his manas is not there, amanaha. His heart is not there. He is disheartened. He is not joyful. So amanaha, tena shokena. By what shoka? The shoka of the Shabdavedhi based blunder that he committed, that he remembered suddenly. That is one shoka. Second one is Rama shokena cha. Also by the grief of having lost the absence of Rama in front of him. Dvabhyam api, of these two pains together, Maharajaha shokabhyam anvatapyata. He started burning himself, hurting himself further in response to remembering those, or in responding to those two pains that are hurting him now. Dahyamanas shokabhyam
दह्यमानस्य शोकानां
shokabhyam
शोकाभ्यां
kausalyamaha bhumipah
कौसल्यामाह भूमिपः
vepamanonjalim kritva
वेपमानोऽञ्जलिं कृत्वा
prasadarthamavangmukhah.
प्रसादार्तवमां
So dahyamanaha saha, he is being burnt as in that pain, two pains. The blunder that he committed when he was young, probably that time it did hurt, but then he continued his regular kingly duties and all. So he has forgotten them. Now that he's sort of in a retired position, he's recollecting that and is worried. Second one is Rama is not there. That's also his own mistake. He only has asked Rama to leave. So these two blunders, getting burnt by those two, Dakhyamanaha, and not necessarily burnt, but what it means is deeply hurt by, or deeply, shattered by those two griefs. Shokabhyam, those two, Dvivachanam, Shokabhyam Dahyamanaha Saha Bhumipaha, the Lord of the land, Kausalyam Aha. He said this to Kausalya. Vepamanaha, with a shivering body, like this, he was shivering. Anjalim Kritva, Kausalya, please Kausalya, like that, in a very prasadartham. Prasadam. See, normally nowadays we think prasadam means what? That food material that is offered to God. Food material is all that we know is prasadam. Prasadam is essentially pleasing. Prasidayati. To please is prasada. And the pleased gift given back is prasadam. So, in order to please Kausalya, because he has already hurt her, he has deeply hurt her. So, in order to gain her pleasing, he, in a way, in Anjali Mudra, Anjalim Kritva, Prasadartham, he just stayed like this because Avangamukhaha, he did not have speech he didn't have words in his mouth. No words, but looking like this, Kausalya, understand me, help me, kind of a helpless but need help kind of a situation. Prasadaye tvam Kausalye.
Prasadaye tvam Kausalye.
Rachitoyam mayanjalihi.
Rachito ayam mayanjali.
Vatsala cha nrushamsa cha.
Vatsala cha nashansa cha.
Tvam hi nityam pareshvapi.
Tvam hi nityam pareshvapi.
So he opened his words to her. Kausalye, O Kausalya, Prasadaye tvam. I am trying to please you. Please look at me with a goodwill, with a happiness. Don't look at me as if I'm a traitor, as if I have betrayed you or anything like that. Prasadaye tvam, Kausalye. Maya ayam anjalihi rachitaha. See, I put my Anjali Mudra also. I'm seeking my all, I'm begging your mercy. So, see me, I'm asking you. And Tvam Vatsala, you are a very affectionate lady. You are not a very cruel lady. You are not a dominant lady. You are not a fighting lady. You are a very affectionate lady, soft lady. Vatsala cha and Anrushamsa. Nrushamsa is tyrant, like Kaikeyi. Anrushamsa is non-tyrant, which means even if she wants something, if she doesn't get it, all right, that's okay. She can easily give up. So one who can easily give up is Anrushamsa. One who never gives up is Nrushamsa. So they end up cruel, tyrant. That is why they are called tyrants. But what they mean is they never give up. That is Nrushamsa. Anrushamsa is ready to give up to please others or to accept the situation. So Vatsalacha, Anrushamsacha tvam hi, and Nityam Pareshu api. Not only for your own self, even for others. You are always Pareshu is, here it is said, Shatrushu api. Even for your foes, even against your foes, you can excuse them easily. Such you, can you not please me? Can you not, please shower some goodwill for me? Is how he is asking. And he's saying this. Bhartata khalu narinam.
Bhartatu khalu narinam.
Gunavan nirgunopiva.
Gunavan nirgunopiva.
Gunavan nirgunopiva.
Gunavan nirgunopiva.
Dharmam vimrushamananam
Dharmam vimrushamananam
pratyaksham Devi Daivatam.
pratyaksham Devi Daivatam.
So he's saying, please Kausalya, I know you are, first of all, he praised her, you are an affectionate lady. And you are Anurushamsa. Let us say you are even now not able to change your mind. You are still angry on me. At least follow Dharma. And what does Dharma say? Bharta tu khalu narinam daivatam. Bharta, again, husband is a bad word, but whoever takes care of you, the burden, the bearer, bearer, the bearer is like God, right? Because he's your bearer. He's taking care of all your life and burdens and all of that. So isn't he Daivatam? Isn't he divine? Isn't he supposed to be like equivalent to God? Isn't husband equal, Bharta equivalent to be God? Bharta tu khalu narinam Daivatam Devi, oh lady. Isn't Bharta supposed to be the God for all women? Gunavan nirgunopi va. Of course, if he's a Gunavan, then everybody will do worship and puja and all. Nirguno piva. We have seen so many famous Pativratas like Mandodari. Mandodari, knowing very well that Ravana is such a highness guy, she never went against him. She never gave him up either. She continued to serve. Leelavati, Hiranyakashipu's wife, or Kamsa's wife, or so many. All of these were Pativratas. So, because they are all Nirguna. And here, of course, we have Rama, Krishna, and great people, Dasharatha, Raghu, Aja, etc. All of these are Gunavan, Gunavantah, plural. So, Gunavan, Nirgunopi va, Bhartatu khalu narinam pratyaksham daivatam dehi, and dharmam vimrushamananam, especially for the people who are able to analyze dharma, analyze and follow dharma. Vimrushamananam, review and analyze. For those who know dharma, who analyze dharma, for them, husband, whether he's a good guy or a bad guy, he's to be treated as God. Like Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava, Patidevo Bhava, in a way. You become one for whom Pati is God. Pati may not be God. He might be useless, dirty rascal. But you become the great person who is able to tolerate him and still behave without deterrence. Right? You are still yourself. Atma, Atmavati. Right? You are by yourself. The husband, whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter. I am playing a role of a Pativrata, and so I will behave like this. Right? So that is the dharma that Dasharatha is trying to present to Kausalya in seeking her mercy or her goodwill. Satvam dharmapara nityam
Satvam dharmapara nityam
drushta paravara
drushtaloka paravara
narhase vipriyam vaktum
narhase vipriyam vaktum
dukhitapi sudukhitam.
dukkitapi sudukkitam.
Such you, Satvam, such you, Dharmapara, Nityam Dharmapara, such you who is always a person for whom Dharma is ultimate. Dharmapara, Dharmaha eva paraha yasyaha Dharmapara sa. Such you for whom Dharma is ultimate. Everything else will compromise for Dharma. Such you, Drushta paravara, Loka para, one who has seen beyond this world. If you are stuck in this world, then we are into, compromises. Why not between a house and a job and a family and friends, friends and money and joy. Between all these, if we are compromising, loka varaha, Loka hai yatha. But loka para, beyond loka, vara, one for whom beyond this world is ultimate. Loka para vara drishtaha. You have seen that. You are a realized soul because you have realized that there is something beyond this world, and that is more important than this world, these comforts, these interactions which might hurt you sometimes. So such you na arhase vipriyam vaktum. Such you cannot be talking displeasingly like this, hurting like this. You cannot be talking in a hurting way like this. Vipriyam vaktum narhase dukhita api. Even though you are hurt, you cannot be hurting me because you are dharmapara, nityam drushtaloka paravara. So dukhita api sudukhitam vipriyam vaktum narhase. You are not eligible to. That means you cannot be talking this very paining, hurting speech. You cannot be talking like that. Kausalya is how he's addressing her, requesting her. Tadvakyam karunam rajnyah.
Tadvakyam karunam rajnyah
Sutva dinasya bhashitam
krutva dinasya bhashitam
Kausalya vyasurjat bashpam
kausalya vyasrujat bashpam
pranaliva navodakam.
pranaliva navodakam.
Rajnyah of Raja apostrophe S, Rajas, tad karunam vakyam, that pitiful request, sentences, bhashitam, uttered by the king, dinasya rajnyah, of that piteous king, having heard that, shrutva, Kausalya bashpam vyasrujat. Asrujat is created. Created means she created a tear. Means what? She released tears. I mean, tears shed out of her eyes. Bashpam Kausalya vyasrujat. How? Not just one drop. Beautiful technological. We can realize the technology of those times. Pranaliva navodakam. Navaudakam. New waters. New water means what? New shower. The just fresh rainy season when starts, when there is abundant shower. Pranali means what? Prasadadishu nirmita jala nirgama margaha. We are talking of rain harvesting, rainwater catchment areas. We are talking about this now, and nobody implements it in Hyderabad or anywhere, right? So much rain, when I see, I cry. Ayyo, so much water is going waste, and everybody buys water. Every moment, every day, you have to buy water. When there is so much water falling from the skies, we are not able to catch that and make use of it. Whereas in those times itself, prasadadishu, from the terrace, from the boundaries, that means from the terrace, all along the four directions, or if it was hexagonal or multiple, right? At least for all of us who living in America, we know rainwater ducts, right? They are there along the borders of the roof. From there, water comes down and flows out, right? Those are pranalis. Nali is tube. Pranali is specially constructed or designed and laid out tubes. For what? Nirmita jala nirgama margaha. Jala nirgama margaha. The water exiting paths. That is, these ducts which are laid out to catch all that water and throw it out through one single, pipe kind of a thing. And when that water comes out through that pipe, we all see in our homes, right? It comes out with so much pressure. It will be falling. Like that, Bashpam Kausalya Vyasrujat. Beautiful simile, and also a great point for us to know. Wow, Valmiki times itself, they are talking of rainwater ducts and all of that. And here we have every week, when we get that value pack ads, right? You open, several of them will be clear your ducts from the leaves. That is already known. Valmiki times, Ramayanam times. How old, but beautiful technology, cultured, civilized societies living then. So, prasadadishu nirmita jala nirgama margaha is pranali. Navodakam is vrishti jalam, heavy water falling of the storm rains. So Kausalya also shed tears like that. She was crying, Ayyo, Haji, aap aisa roya to mai kaise? Sorry. You don't have to beg. I'm sorry. Aisa. Sa murdhi badhva rudati.
सा मूर्धनि बद्ध्वा रुदति
Rajñah padmamivanjalim.
राज्ञः पद्मैवाञ्जलिं
Sambhramadabravit trasta.
सम्भ्रमात् अब्रवीत्रस्ता
Tvaramanaksharam vachah.
त्वरमाणाक्षरं वचः.
So having gotten into that guilt, oh, sorry, did I hurt you so bad? I lost my consciousness. In that guilt, repentance. Sa Padmam iva anjalim murdhini badhva. Murdhi is crown here. Ayyo, sorry ji, like this. And not just hand like this, but in a anjali. Padmam iva anjalim kritva. Ayyo, sorry ji, like that. Murdhini Padmam iva anjalim badhva, by making a nice hand like this, like a anjali. Ridati, crying. Rajñah sambhramat abravit. Out of, what do you say? Sambhrama. Sambhrama is
Ashcharya?
out of
Ashcharya?
not Ascharya. Here it is not Ascharyam. Here it is more of
Puzzled.
repentance mode.
Puzzled.
What is it?
Puzzled.
Puzzled. But here she is not puzzled, right? Here she is sort of in a what do you say? Repenting mode. Sambhramat. Sambhramat is atyadarat. He is saying here. Bhashyam. Ati adarat, respectful, with a heavy respect, because of repentance, out of all the hurt that she gave to Dashratha with her speeches, which Dashratha acknowledged back out of that. So Sambhramat, trasta. Trasta is one who is thoroughly hurt, grief stricken, because Ayyo, I've hurt my husband, like that. Trasta, Tvaramana, in a very hasty manner, Aksharam Vachaha Abravit. In a very hasty manner, she has uttered this sentences. Prasida Shirasa Yache.
Prasida Sirsa Yache.
Bhumau Nipatitasmite.
Bhumo Nipa.
Nipatitasmite.
Sorry, Bhogaji, my connection is not clear.
Bhumau
Bhumo Nipatitasmi.
Te. Yachitasmi hata deva.
Yachitasmi hata deva.
Hantavyaham nahitvaya.
Hantavyahim nahi tvaya.
So her first opening statement is Prasida. Please calm down. Please forgive me. Please be merciful, like that. Because I've hurt the husband, who is Devata for me, Daivatam. Unto such Daivatam I have hurt. Prasida. Prasida, Prabho Venkatesha. We say in Suprabhatam, right? Prasida. Ajnanina Maya Aseshan Doshan Vihitan Hare Kshamasvatvam, Prasida, we say. By me, several mistakes are done. Please forgive me and be pleased. Venkatesha Hare we say. Likewise, here she is addressing him. Prasida, please be merciful. Shirasa yache, with my head. Bhumau nipatita te asmi. I am with my head on the ground. I am seeking your, I'm begging your mercy. I'm begging your forgiveness because I've done a mistake. Nipatita asmi. I've fallen down with my head on the ground. Yachita asmi. I'm also seeking your mercy. For what? Na hantavya hitvaya. Please don't kill me. Why? Hata asmi. I'm already hata. I'm already killed. By uttering these bad words unto you, bad words as in by hurting you with that harsh speech, I've killed myself. I'm killed. I'm no more living. I'm useless lady now. All my pativratyam is broken. Please forgive me. I'm already killed. Don't kill me more. With this seeking forgiveness and all. Please, like that. That is the expression we should understand. Nesha hi sa stri bhavati.
नेषा हि सा श्री भवति
Slaghaniena dhimata
लाघनीयेन धीमता
ubhayorlokayoho vira
उभयोर्लोकयोः वीरा
patyaya samprasadyate.
पत्याया सम्प्रसाद्यते.
She is also now responding back to the 8th shloka. In 8th shloka, he quoted one dharma sukshma. Now she is also quoting another dharma sukshma, supporting that. She is saying, na esha hi sastri bhavati. Such me cannot be a woman who dhimata, by a very dhiman like you, a very intelligent person like you, a great person like you, shlaghaniyena, shlaghaniyaha, one who is to be adored, worshipped, such a great emperor who have went and helped Indra. You are in a way, even though your headquarters is Ayodhya, you are able to influence the entire world. Such great person you are. By you, samprasadyate. If I am asked for, begging, if I am asked for sorry or forgiveness, sa ya samprasadyate, sa ubhayor lokayoho stri na bhavati. Of both the worlds, this world and the other world, if a woman is sought forgiveness by her husband, and she has lost her position as a husband, as a wife anymore. She is not a woman anymore. Forget being wife. Sastri na esha ubhayor lokayoh. So such me, so sorry, how did I misbehave with you? In a way, through this conversation, great values of our husband-wife are being presented here. This is what we have to learn. Drama, story, drama, acting, dialogues, that we don't, that's for entertainment. The way we are learning it so slow in so detail is to learn these minute details which are relevant then, now, and forever. So that's the beauty, right? So she's saying, ya dhimata shlaghaniyena patya samprasadyate ubhayoho lokayoho sa stri na esha bhavati. That is what she has declared. Etena svabhagyavatatishayah suchitaha. By this, her svabhagyam, how fortunate I am to have you as my husband, is expressed, is what the Bhashyan says. Janami dharmam dharmajnatvam.
Jnanami dharmam dharmajna.
Tvam jane satyavadinam.
Tvam jane satyavadinam.
Putra shokartaya tattu.
Putra shokartaya tattu.
Maya kimapi bhashitam.
Maya kimapi bhashitam.
Janami dharmam. Oh, please, I do know dharma, as you said. Tvam dharma para nityam. You said, right? Yes, yes, yes. I do know dharma. I remember. Janami dharmam. Dharmajna. You are also a dharma aware person. You also know dharma. So I also know dharma. Janami dharmam dharmajna. Tvam jane satyavadinam. I also know you are a satyavadi. More than dharma, you are a satyavadi. You stand for reality. If you say something, you stick to it. I know you. And so, well, you gave a promise and so you had to keep it. I know that. But in that fury, I have maybe hurt you. I'm sorry. And so why? Putra shokartaya. Putra shokarta. Aham. Maya putra shokartaya. Because I am in that grief of having lost my son away to forest, Maya kimapi bhashitam. Are, I have uttered whatever nonsense. Kimapi. I have talked whatever, BS. Kimapi maya bhashitam janami. Shoko nashayate dhairyam.
Shoko nashate dhairyam.
Shoko nashayate shrutam.
Shoko nashayate shrutam.
Shoko nashayate sarvam.
Shoko nashayate sarvam.
Nasti shoka samo ripuhu.
Nasti shoka samo ripuhu.
So shokaha nashayate dhairyam. We all know it, right? When we that depression, that sorrow, that pain, that hurt, it kills our confidence, self-confidence, our courage. Pain or the sorrow hurts courage. Shoko nashayate shrutam. Shrutam is shastra shravana janita nischita dharmam. Decided, the dharma that is decided out of studying Shastra, by listening. Shastra Shruta, Shastra Shravana Janita, Dharma Nishchita Dharmam. Whatever we have, by listening to elders continuously, whatever dharma we have decided for ourselves, that is called Shrutam. So, Shokaha Shrutam Nashayate. Let's say Shastra says you should never hurt yourself, but we want to go and commit suicide because we are in shoka. Or in that shoka, we might go and kill somebody else also. That also might happen. So, shoko nashayate shrutam. Whatever Shastra says is also will be violated by shoka. Shoko nashayate sarvam. Hey, how many more examples can I give? Shoka will kill everything. Shoka samo ripuhu nasti. There is no other enemy like shoka. And so I should come out of the shoka. I'm sorry. Because of that shoka, I've done this mistake of hurting you. That is the implicit walk-in there. Shakya apatita sodhum.
Shakya apatitah shodum.
Praharo ripuhastataha.
Praharo ripuhastatah.
Shodhumapatita shokaha.
Sodhumapatitah shokah.
Susukshmopi na sakyate.
Sukshmopi na sakyate.
So she's saying, in fact, this sentence sounds more like Dasharatha's sentence, but she is saying it. Apatitaha ripuhastataha praharaha sodhum shakyaha. You know prahar, right? In Shaka, we all know when we do danda, ha, prahar, we hit. That praharaha, ripuhastataha, a blow that we get from the enemy's hand, is ripuhastataha, from the enemy's hands. Praharaha, a blow. Apatitaha, a blow that has come upon us. Sodhum shakyaha, we can bear that pain, that blow hit by an enemy's hands also. But susukshmaha api apatitaha shokaha sodhum na shakyate. We can take a big blow also, big hit from the enemy in a fight and still stand up and try to fight him. That moment we do not know any pain of our bodies. All we know is to attack back the enemy, right? But even a small pain, sukshmaha, susukshmaha, very minuscule pain also, apatitaha, if it has fallen on us, that pain as in that sorrow, sodhum na shakyaha, na shakyate. That to bear that pain, that sorrow, grief, that cannot be easily, come over by us. And what is that? Vanavasaya Ramasya. Pancharatrodya Ganyate. Yes,
Panchara.
Shoka hata harshayaha Panchavarshopamu mama. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
So she's saying, Vanavasaya Ramasya Pancharatraha Adya Ganyate. Today is the 5th night. 5 nights have passed after Rama left for Vanavasa. So this is anyway, we also knowing the chronology. This conversation is happening on the 5th day kind of a thing. So Vanavasaya Ramasya Pancharatraha Adya Ganyate. Yaha Shoka, and even though it is 5 days, Shoka Hata Harshayaha, the delight of Rama, which is killed by this Shoka, Pancha Varsha Upamo Mama. That even though it is 5 nights or 5 days, it is seeming like 5 years. 5 years for me. 5 years is how she is saying. And so in that pain, I've hurt you. Tam hi chintayamanayaha
Tam hi chintayamanayaha
shokoyam hridi vardhate
shoko ayam hardi vardate
nadinamiva vegena
nadinamiva vegena
samudra salilam mahat.
samudra salilam mahat.
So when I was reading this also, Nadinam Iva, then I remembered a great Dattapadi composition by in an Ashtavadhanam, Sahasravadhanam. There is one great Telugu Avadhani by name Madugula Nagaphani Sharma, a great Telugu, Andhra, Sanskritam, all three. Telugu means pure Telugu, means no Sanskrit words in it. Andhram means Telugu and Sanskritam mix. Sanskritam is pure Sanskritam. In all the 3 levels, he is an excellent Avadhani, Sahasravadhani. So in one such one, Avadhanam, somebody by Cheruku Subramani Shastri, he is a Sanskrit Pandit. He has asked him, Adyatana Dineshu, in these days, there is a popular, and this was when he was very, very, very young, in his 20s. When he was just 20s, this Cheruku Subramani Shastri was already 50s, and he was saying, nowadays, we hear this popular song everywhere, anywhere, any chai tapri, anywhere, radio, you hear, Roop Tera, Mastana, Pyar Mera, Divana. Please take these 4 words as Dattapadi and compose a shloka for me, he has said. So, Roop Tera, Mastana, Pyar Mera, Divana. 4 padas he has composed Anushtuk shloka. And he said, compose a shloka in praise of Rama. So the way he has composed, Ashu, it's a video is also there. Ashu, instantly he composed. He uttered it. What is it? Neelabhra Rupate Rama. Neelabhra Rupate Ma. So Neelabhra Rupate Rama. Second line, Samastanam Shubhankara Sa Mastana Shubhankara. So Rupatera in the first pada, Mastana is put under Samastana Shubhankara. In the third pada, Tat Tatha Pyarame Rame, Tat Tatha Api Arame Rame. Even in such thing, Arame, I relax myself in Rama, Rame. Tat Tatha Api Arame, Rame becomes Tat with Sandhi. Tat Tatha Pyarame Rame, Tat Tatha Pyarame. रूप तेरा मस्ताना प्यार मेरा, हाँ तथा प्यार मेरा में, so प्यार मेरा में, and last one is प्यार मेरा दीवाना, right? For दीवाना, नदीना नदीना में, हाँ दीवाना, नदीवानंद वर्धन, just as the rivers nadi iva anandavardhana, looking at great Godavari, great Krishna, Kaveri, Ganga, Yamuna, the delight that we get, like that you also, Nadi iva Anandavardhanaha. So na Divanandavardhanaha. Divana also came. What a great ashu. But then when I read this, oh, probably this remained in his memory and it came instantly. Nadinam iva Vegena Samudra Salilam Mahat. Small digression, but I remembered it, so I thought I will share it with you. So she's saying, Tam hi chintayamanayaha. It's of me who I have been worried about it. Chintayamanayaha. I am shokaha, this shoka, hridi vardhate. This pain is growing up, is building up. How Nadinam iva Vegena Samudra Salilam Mahat. The river's waters, just as they are reaching ocean, they catch speed, heavy speed, and merge into sea or ocean. So is this pain is building up so fast, so that this tears and all are also flowing out, just like the rivers which get into the ocean. Evam hi katayantyastu
देवन् विगतयन्यास्तु
Kausalyaya Shubham Vachaha
तल्याया शुभं वचः
Mandarashmirabhut Suryaha
मन्दरश्मिर्भूत्
Abhut Suryaha
अभिं सूर्यः
Rajaneenabhyavartata
रजनीभ्यां वर्ततः अभ्यवर्तत
Evam bhi kathayantyaha Kausalyayaha tu Shubham Vachaha Suryaha Mandarashmi Abhut. Thus, as Kausalya was speaking, uttering all this, Kathayantya, as she was narrating all her feelings and seeking sorry, apologies, repentance, and all of that, Shubham Vachaha, towards, concluding towards very delightful, peaceful, good speech or good conclusions. Suryaha Mandarashmi Abhut. Sun was becoming weak lighted, which means sun was setting. Rajani na abhyavartata. Night hasn't yet set. Night hasn't yet come in, but sun was setting down. So it was sort of evening, later evening is how the day is ending. Tatha prasadito vakyaihi.
तथा प्रसादितो वाक्ये
Devya Kausalyaya Nrupa
दिव्या कौशल्यायाः नृपः
Shokena cha Samakrantah
शोकेन च समाक्रान्तः
Nidraya Vashame Ivan.
निद्राया वशमे युवान्.
So Tatha Prasaditaha Vakyaihi Devyaha Kausalyayaha Vakyaihi Tatha Prasaditaha Nrupaha शोकेन च समाक्रान्तः nidrayaha vasham eivan. As it was setting in the evening, he was tired for the whole day. Tatha prasaditaha, thus pleased by Devya, by that lady, Kausalyayaha, of the Kausalyayaha, Vakyaihi, of Kausalya's sentences, speech, Nripaha, that king, Shokena cha samakrantaha, because he was also consumed by all that grief and sorrow. Nidrayaha vasham eivan, he yielded up to sleep. That means he fell asleep. He got so much tired. Not only that, now he also is happy that, okay, Kausalya is not, is not angry with me. She's not upset with me. Well, she understands me, my pain. And so with that happiness, slowly he slid into sleeping. Vityarshe Srimad Ramayane Valmikiye
वाल्मीकि
Adikavye
आदिकाव्ये
Ayodhya Kande
अयोध्याकाण्डे
Dvishashtitamas Sargah.
62 सर्गः
We have another almost 5-10 minutes. Shall we just quickly do a few shlokas of 63rd Sarga? Atha Trishashtitamas Sargah
अथ त्रिषष्टितमः सर्गः
Rushikumara Vadhakhyanam.
ऋषिकुमारवधाख्यानम्.
So this is about Vadha of the slain that he happened to kill. Akhyanam, this is the narration of the killing of the son of a Rishi, Rishi Kumara, Shravana Kumara. That story is told in this sarga. Pratibuddho muhurtena
प्रतिबुद्धो मूर्तेन
shokopahata chetanaha
शोकोपोहतचेतना
atha raja dasharatha
अथ राजा दशरथः
sachintamabhyapadyata
प्रचिन्त्या मध्यपथिकः
sachintam
प्रचिन्त्या
abhyapadyata
अभ्यपद्य
padyata
अभ्यपद्यत.
padyata. So Pratibuddhaha, after waking up, he lost into sleep. Pratibuddhaha, Buddha is brain, that means consciousness. When you wake up, you are Buddha. That is why it is called Prabodhaha. Prabodhaha is waking up. So Pratibuddhaha, Muhurtena, quickly, in a very short, he just took a short nap, he woke up again. Muhurtena, Shokopa Hata Chetanaha. His consciousness, which was killed or which was slain by the sorrowness, Atha Raja Dasharatha Sachintam Abhyapadyata. Again, he went back to his pain, to his sorrow. Why? Rama Lakshmanayos-chaiva
रामलक्ष्मणयोश्चैव
Vivasad Vasavopamam
विवासाद् वासवोपमम्
Aviveshopa Sargastam
अविवेशोपसर्गस्तं
Tamah Suryam Ivasuram.
तमः सूर्यमिवासुरम्.
So Rama Lakshmana Yoho Vivasat, because of the sending away of Rama and Lakshmana to the away from the city, Vivasat Vasavopamam, of those two who are like Vasava. Vasava is Indra. Those who have to be like Indras, they are sent out. Avivesha Upasargaha Tam. That resulted into, or that has consumed Avivesha. It has come upon him as Upasargaha. Sargaha, Upasargaha. Sargaha is creation. Upasargaha is suffix, prefix, suffix, right? Upasargaha means suffix, which means ending. So it seemed like ending. How? Suryam tamaha iva asuram. just like sun is also set by this demonic night, darkness, by the demonic darkness of an eclipse or the night, so also this sending away Rama and Lakshmana away to forest has set upon him like a demonic darkness. Sabharye nirgate rame
भार्या निर्गते रामे
kausalyam kosaleshwarah
कौसल्यां कौशलेश्वरः
vivakshurasitapangam
विवक्षुर सविता पांगम
smritva dushkritamatmanah.
स्मृत्वा दुष्कृतमात्मनः.
So Sabharye Nirgate Rami, in Rama, who has departed along with his wife, Sabharye, Sabharya, in that Sabharye Nirgate Rami, Kausalyam Kosaleshwaraha, Kosalas Ishvara, the king of Kosala Rajya, he Kausalyam Vivakshuhu, he wanted to Vivaksha, we said, right? We are conducting Vivaksha in our in most of our vibhags we have conducted, right, in our sambhag last year. Vivaksha, Vaktum Ichha Vivaksha, want to speak, right? We have conducted for those who want to speak, come speak on dharma. So Vivakshuhu is one who wants to speak. Vivakshuhu Asita Pangam. Asita is cut by a knife. Asita Pangam, limbs cut by knife. That means very paining incident. Smritva, by remembering dushkrutam atmanaha, by his own self, done that heinous act. By remembering that, Sa Raja Rajanim Shashtim.
Sabharye nirgate rame.
No, Sa
Oh,
Raja
sorry, sir. Sir Raja Rajanim Sashtim.
Rame Pravrajite Vanam
Rame Pravajite Vanam.
Ardharatre Dasharathaha
Ardharatre Dasharatah.
Samsmaran Dushkrutam Krutam.
Samsmaran Dushkritam Kritam.
So, by recollecting that, so she said 5 days are gone. Pancharatram, Panchavarshoppamam, she said. Now, so today that means it is the 6th day. Sa Raja Rajanim Shashtim, that is the 6th night since Rama left. Rame Pravrajite Vanam, in Rama being sent out to the forests away from the civilized lands. This is in the 6th night. Shashtim Rajanim Ardharatre, in the midnight of that 6th night, Dasharatha Dushkrutam Kritam Samsmaran, by recollecting again and again that mistake that he has committed in his past, Sa Raja Putra Shokartaha,
Raja Putra Shokartah.
Smritva Dushkrutam Atmanaha,
Smritva Dushkritam Atmanah.
Kausalyam Putra Shokartam,
Kaushalyam Putra Shokartam.
Idam Vachanam Abravit.
Idam Vachanam Abravit.
So that Raja, Putra Shokartaha, who is in the pain of his lost son or departed son, Dushkrutam Atmanaha Dushkrutam Smritva, by remembering that past that he has done, Putra Shokartam Kausalyam. Kausalya is also Putra Shokarta unto her. Kausalyam Putra Shokartam Idam Vachanam Abravit. He said this to her. He started speaking to her in the midnight. He could not sleep. So he woke up Kausalya and he started speaking this to her. Yadacharati Kalyani.
Yada Acharati Kalyani.
Shubham va yadi va shubham.
Shubham va yadi va ashubham.
Tadeva labhate bhadre.
Tadev labhate bhadre.
Karta karmajamatmanaha.
कर्ता कर्मजम आत्मनः.
So he is opening a beautiful lesson for all of us. Kalyani, oh pious Kausalya, yad shubham va yadi ashubham va acharati. Whatever one conducts, good or bad action, tadeva bhadre, bhadre, oh secured one, oh so auspicious one, tadeva karta labhate, the doer reaps that same action, karmajam atmanaha, the result of that karma, the fruit of that karma, whatever was the result, that result, this karta will inevitably obtains. Atmanaha karmajam karta tadeva labhate. He can't escape the result of karma. He will face the result of that karma. No doubts about it, he says. Yad acharati kalyani shubham va yadi va shubham tadeva labhate bhadre karta karmajam atmanaha. Guru laghavam arthanam
Guru Laghavam Arthanam
arambhe karmanam phalam
Arambhe Karmanam Phalam
dosham va yo na janati
Dosham Vayo na Janati
sa balayiti hochyate.
Sabalayati Uchate.
So Guru Laghavam, big or small, Guru Laghavam, Arthanam, of the results, of the purpose, whether it is a small or a big mistake, or whether it is a small action or a big action. Arambhe karmanam phalam dosham va yo na janati sa bala iti hochyate. If one does not know the result of whatever he is acting, the action that he is undertaking, if he does not know the result of it, good or bad, whether it is a good action, whether it will be a good result, or it will be a blunder or a sin, if he does not know, saha bala itiha uchyate. That fellow will be called childish, because you should know what you are doing. Kaschid amravanam chitva
कच्चिदाम्रवणं चित्वा
phalashanscha nishinchati.
फलांसां च निषञ्चति.
Pushpam drishtva phale gridhnah
पुष्पं दृष्ट्वा फले वृद्ध्नः
sa shochati phalagame.
स शोचति फलागमे.
So kaschid, if one fellow, I mean here onwards he is talking the dharma of the karma and results. Kaschid amravanam chitva. If somebody went and cut all the mango forest, mango garden, mango orchards, amravanam chitva palashanscha nishinchati. He goes and waters palasha. Palasha is a tree where there is no fruits, but you only get the wood out of it. Right? Palasha. Palashanscha nishinchati. If you water, if you wet, if you cut mango trees and you water that palasha, then what happens? Pushpam drishtva phale gridnaha. The palasha might have some flowers, but it does not give fruits. Pushpam drishtva phale gridnaha. One who is wanting fruits, but is only getting flowers, sa shochati phalagame. And if he is, when will I get the fruit? When will I get the fruit? I'm watering it, but I'm not getting the fruit. Avijnaya phalam yohi.
Avijnaya Phalam Yohi
Karmatvevanudhavati.
Karmatveva Anudhavati
Sa shochet phalavelayam.
Sat Sochet Phalvelayam
Yatha kim shuka sechakaha.
Yatha Kim Shuka Sechakaha.
So just as this farmer or that silly fellow who cut the mango trees and you started watering the other one and was expecting fruits there. Avijnaya, without knowing, without knowledge. Avijnaya phalam yohi karma tu eva anudhavati. Without knowing, if you run behind a task, without knowing what the result will be, and you are chasing it, thinking you will get some fruit, saha sochet, he will worry towards the end. Phalavelayam, when it has to conclude into a result, that time he will worry. He will end up reaping. He will end up crying. Yatha kimshuka sechakaha, like the cultivator, the farmer of the previous example that we saw. Like that it will happen. Soham amravanam chitva.
Soham amravarnam chitva
Phalashanscha nyashechayam.
palashancha nyashechayam
Ramam phalagame tyaktva.
Ramam phalagame tyaktva
Paschatshocami durmatihi.
paschat sochami durmati.
He is saying, such, I am also a fool like that, who have cut the fruit of Rama, fruit tree called Rama, have gave away that Rama, mango fruit, and stupid this thing, Kaikeyi and all, I am pleasing them, and crying now, Are, why am I not happy? I know, I am a stupid fellow. Saha aham amravanam chitva. I also, like that fellow, cut the mango forest. Palashanscha nyashechayam. I went on watering the palasha trees. Ramam phalagame tyaktva. That Rama who has come as a result, as a fruit of that yaga, having given away him, paschat sochami durmatihi. Now after that I am crying like a useless fellow. What is this? Sure, waste of me, he's thinking. Well, it's little late. We'll stop here. Remember, others, that we stopped at 10th shloka. We'll continue from 11th. Can anyone say the Shanti Mantra?
Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti.
Dhanyavadah.
ధన్యవాదాలు మహోదయ.
Dhanyavadah. Namaste.